Hello, this is Neil on the Northern Wayfarer Grand Tour, and I'm with Nick, the Northern Wayfarer, and he's just getting ready. It's quite cold out today, so he's wrapped up warm. Okay, on we go.
So it's getting close to 5 o'clock now, and it's starting to get dark, and I'm busy walking by steel rig again. That steel rig there, those cracks there, because I went and left my waterproofs on the top of those crags over there on the other side. In fact, a little bit further than those crags over there. Went and left my waterproofs on the other side of Sycamore Gap, so I put them down to take some filming, do some filming on the crags, and I forgot to pick them back up. So I'm going to be walking back in the dark, so I've got my torch. But it's just a pain in the backside to have to go up and down those crags again in order to get them. But I can't afford not to pick them up. The second legend is the legend of Abigail. The second legend is the story of Abigail. Abigail was the daughter of the Baron of Featherstonehaugh and his only child. She was in love with one of the Ridleys, but her father forbade their courtship because of the The second legend is the story of Abigail. Abigail was the daughter of the Baron of Featherstonehaugh and his only daughter.
Another one.
No. I'm not drive yet.
How far to go?
Well, a mile, yeah.
Give it a...
I'll make you famous. I was involved in the creation of this site when I was a member of Northumberland National Park. We went around various visitor... Yeah. Stupid fucking van. The second legend is the story of Abigail. Abigail was the daughter of the Baron of Featherstonehaugh and his only child. She was in love with one of the Ridleys, but because of the feuds between the Ridleys and the Featherstonehaughs, her father forbade. Fleeting showers my foot. The met to science is what astrology is to astronomy. You might as well just flip a coin when you come here. You'll never get the weather forecast right. So back at Sycamore Gap, I should have left my waterproofs just the top of here. I'll talk more about, oh man, the rain, man. Rain. Go away. But because she was in love with one.
I'm just thinking the Outtakes videos. Sorry. I'll go.
Neil's pulling faces at me.
Not that I can do it.
She was in love with one of the Ridleys, but her father forbade the courtship because the Ridleys and the Featherstonehaugh had a... God, I can't get that right.
Sorry.
We've got to do the drone over Vindolanda.
Oh, we did? I thought that at the time.
Did you say anything?
I didn't think you wanted it. I thought, oh, you'll pick it up online, but yeah.
This is my castle. Not Mile Castle, my castle. I'm getting all hot. I might need to strip a layer. I'm getting all wet, hot and wet. I'm getting all hot and wet. with sweat. Oh, I can't do this with a straight face. She was in love with one of the Ridleys, but her father forbade the courtship. The Ridleys and the Featherstones Hoffs had a turbulent past. So her father made her marry her cousin Timothy Fairstone Hoff. So her father made her marry her cousin Timothy.
Nick, you've got to stop and whistle before proceeding.
Stop, whistle before proceeding.
Oh no! First one.
Look how many padlocks I've got on this gate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think they want you to open the gate. So her father made her marry her cousin, Sir Timothy Fairstone Hoff. Ew, that's a horrible thing. Sir Timothy Fairstone Hoff. Ah, stupid rain. Ah. Can you get the brolly off? This one here is Calabair. This one here is Calabair. I have to go down and up. You can't really see the steepness properly. Maybe there. That wasn't Calabair. Well, not doing too well on this navigation side of things today. So her father made her marry her cousin, Sir Timothy Fairstone Hoff. After the wedding, when they were returning to the castle for the wedding party, the Ridleys this here looks as though it's the Hartley Bed. Now the map said that there was a place called High House on here, on the other side. Well, I can't see anything there, but there's the ruins over there. So I wonder if this is High House. And the map's just got it on the wrong place. Okay, so we think, we hope, that was High House where we just stopped and had lunch. And Hartley Burn is that more substantial burn down the bottom there. At least that's what we're hoping. We're hoping that's not the South Tyne. If it's the South Tyne, we're way off course. So we think that down the bottom there is Hartley Burn. So this is Hartley Burn. We're on the right path. That's too narrow to be the South Tyne. After the wedding, when they were returning to the castle, the Ridleys decided to try and apprehend. Ooh. It's extremely windy, so I'm trying to do this up and back to the wind to protect the mic.
You've got to have protection, Nick.
On the Alston to Hull Whistle line.
You need protection.
This is the lovely village of Lamley. This is the lovely hamlet of Lamley. I'm walking into the wind again. After the wedding party was returning to the castle when the Ridleys stepped out in front of them and a battle ensued. Sir Timothy went to stab Ridley in the stomach. We can't just continue along the railway because some house has claimed the railway line as their garden, which I think is completely out of order. But never mind. So what we have to do is we have to go back down to the bottom in any case, and then go back underneath, and then go back up on the other side. Back underneath, and then the path goes back up the other side here. When really what we should have been able to do was just continue around. think it's bang out of order, that like. Okay, this isn't as bad as I feared. We're coming off the viaduct and then we're coming down to this signpost here, but instead of going down and around like those cyclists were doing before, we're going up here because we're going to Lamley. So it's much, we would have been coming this way any case.
You can use the C word.
What did he say? I missed that on the camera.
I said Nick was very polite about them, or the Northern Wayfarer was very polite about them people in that house. He called them exemplary members of society, upholding all the rules of the National Trust and the right of way. And I'm talking a load of rubbish now. Bye.
I still think they're thieves. They stole land that shouldn't be theirs. Blenkinsop gives us one of the. Blenkinsop gives us one of the. Yeah, okay, go on. Just I need you to be a little bit quiet while I talk. Okay. Timothy went to kill Abigail's lover, and Abigail threw herself in front of the blade, and it killed Abigail instead. In the fit of depression, today her ghost, the White Lady, is said to haunt these ruins, regretting her.
Is that what you say to warm
Today her ghost, the White Lady, is said to haunt these ruins, regretting the actions that she had. Today the ghost, the White Lady, is said to haunt these ruins. So Timothy went to kill Abigail's lover, and Abigail threw herself in front of the blade instead, and it killed Abigail. Ridley was eventually pierced through the heart, and his blood seeped into a hollow stone, and it was feasted. Ridley was pierced through the heart, and his blood poured into a hollow stone, which was feasted upon by ravens. So Timothy, in his outrage at what had happened, a bastille that was converted into a house in 1759. Visits Grenwell Cottage. It was converted into a house in 1757.
Well, you need a very small backpack and you need no pride, which I have none. And it's the floss. Wow. Thank you.
This side. Why don't you go with Neil?
Oh, did you say we were going to give them wag? One bit of wag. Just a one.
Shh. Action.
Alright. Wag, the new dog treat for dogs, low fat.
Camera's facing the wrong way.
Wag.
Behind me is
Wag the dog food. It's a treat for dogs.
Behind me is Farewell. Behind me is Farewell Castle. Behind me is Featherstone Castle. The earliest record of a castle on this site was in 1212, and behind me is
Featherstone Castle.
Shut up.
The earliest blah-de-blah-de-blah-de blue.
Behind me is Featherstone Castle, the earliest of a Scottish siege. When they were renovating this area, they found a secret tunnel that once connected with Blenkinsop Castle in case of a Scottish siege. Scottish siege, that's quite hard to say. I don't know. After, just imagine, the wall behind me has been standing here for over 1,900 years.
Funny as too.
Just imagine the wall behind me has been standing here for over 1,800 years. Sir Timothy, in a fit of depression, killed himself in the battle. There it is, just where I left it. It's only about £20, but when you're looking for work, £20 is a lot of money, so I have to come back for it. But let's do this end video pic first. Can you keep the lights on or not? Yeah.
Oh.
What? There's the mic.
It's lovely and warm.
So Neil, what did you think of that?
Oh my god, rain.
Did you like the castles?
They're all broken.
Yeah. But did you like them?
No, because I like new ones like that.
Right.
So I don't really like anything about this walk.
Oh,
Expect them.
The scenery was nice. The rain was lovely.
did you enjoy walking Bunny?
Yeah.
Alright, that's something.